One more time. One more time. Rock those, rock those. It rolled off the chair! It rolled off the chair! It's alright, kill the music, I ruined the moment. Damn!
We literally just backstage had a 5-minute conversation about how we promised not to drop the microphones anymore. 5 minutes long, and she was like, okay, it cost €1,000 a piece, so please don't drop the mic.
Hey, I'm so sorry. You realized that it was inevitable.
It had to happen, and it will probably happen 10 more times during this panel.
Hi, Misha.
Hello, Jensen. I'm well.
I did an impression of you earlier.
Did you?
Kind of tight.
Did it?
Yeah, it wasn't
They
really.
didn't think it was funny?
Didn't have legs.
Now,
What?
just roughly speaking, what did that impression look like?
It was,
Let me guess.
Okay.
Kind of like macho, right? Kind of just like tough, kind of badass.
Yes.
Is my guess.
Well, it was certainly there was a sport involved.
Like,
If you want to call it that. Man, there are people that call it a sport. There are people that refer to it as a sport.
is it like something like a tough sport, like a kind of like a manly sport?
Yeah.
Is that sport bicycle touring?
Maybe. That's I'm not familiar with that sport. What is Yes, it's is like sport.
Very similar to sport.
Yeah. How, by the way, sword? Sword.
Well, after the panel with Jared, yeah. I'm sorry, you were talking about the bike riding.
No, I was actually talking about what just happened.
But with the seat and everything as it is, both the panel and the bike hurt me in the same place.
You heard it here first, folks.
Hold on.
Just a minute.
I'm just going to cut you for 10 minutes.
I will be right back. Stay tuned for these messages from our sponsors.
Just have him on the mic. There was a question that had a little bit of innuendo in it, where they call cum influence. And anyway, it's a long story. Whatever. Not even Long story short, the question sort of implied that Cass was the bottom in the relationship.
So it's like in football. There's like you have your offensive line.
Yep.
You have your tailbacks. You have quarterback.
Yep.
You have a receiver. I get it. There's also a tight end.
I hate sports analogies. Tight.
We should take questions.
Yeah, let's take some questions.
I love them. No? Oh, there you go.
Hello, guys.
Hi.
Yeah, this is a serious question. I'm Italian, and it is not. And it's not about influence.
Let's just start with this is a serious question.
Okay.
Okay. Is that going to be our code word for a question about sex from now on?
So we should probably establish a safe word at this point. Minus keep going.
Okay. We all know you can watch screams and exclamations, but I was wondering if you could tell us a unique story that belongs just to the real.
Why are you yelling at us? You're so loud. Okay, go ahead. Go.
Okay. If you could tell us just a unique story
Yes.
that belongs just to the real Jensen and the real Misha
Yes.
that you have never told to anyone, in order to let us know a little bit better. No.
We have to dust off some of those stories that we usually try not to tell other people.
I kind of feel like those stories happen. They get told naturally, like through trying to. It's just kind of. I can't just. I don't. It's like, oh.
Never told anyone.
There you go. Here's a real gem. I don't have that. I'm not. We're not Richard and Rob. We can't. Well, I guess we could do a Richard and Rob.
Which is the most weird question that a panel asked you.
The last question that we got.
Yeah, just the previous question was. I think it actually started with. This is a serious question.
I'm still racking my brain. I'm trying to think of something.
You're actually trying to think of like some crazy story right now. Or just a generic story.
Just
There once was many moons ago when we were just 4 days ago. My name's Mark Shepard. Hello, how are you? I told you this, right? I told them that when I read the script, I read it aloud.
Yeah.
And Mark's Crowley's lines are read in a very Monty Python-esque.
We should make him do that on the show.
Well, he does. That's how I hear it. And you know what? I actually have a voice for you.
What is that voice? I actually asked that honest, open curiosity, and then the minute the question came out of my mouth, I was like, "That's gonna make fun of me."
I'm gonna find a script. You tell a story that dust off an old story for.
will share this. I will share this with you. This is a sort of a generalization about our private interactions. And I don't know that I've shared this before, so I think this should, yeah. We spent a lot of time in Cliff's car. Driving from our trailers to set, back again, and we have often remarked on how we have a lot of, like, it's our time to sort of have deep conversations, talk about issues that are important to us, and we've often commented on the fact that any randomly selected 15-second portion of that conversation would ruin all of our careers forever if it went public. We make a lot of very dirty jokes, say a lot of things that shouldn't be said by human beings. We laugh. We think it's funny. You're having a hard time finding a script that has Castiel in it, aren't you?
I am. Hey, how about this? How about this? What's an episode this season? Think of a scene this season between Dean and Castiel. What is it? Ooh, on the phone, baby. Gotcha. That was 11:04. It was 11:04. Hold on. Blue script revisions.
Yeah, make sure you get the blue revisions. I don't want to do the production draft. That's going to cost you a lot of money.
No, it's not. You know what? I have a grandfather clause plan on my phone.
What?
Yes.
And I am going to tweet to AT&T right now.
Do it.
And tell them.
Because Jared, when we were in London 2 weeks ago, Jared's like, hey dude, you might want to call your carrier and make sure that you've got an international plan, because you're going to get dinged on the data and the texts and the voicemail and stuff. And I was like, I think I'm covered, but you're making me nervous. So I'm going to go ahead and call. So I called with him sitting right next to me, and I called him.
That must have made him so mad.
And I just put on speaker. I'm like, hey, it was like, hi, hi, this is Jeffrey from AT&T. I'm gonna help you. He was like, hey, so I just wanted to know if I'm in England right now. I need to put an international plan. I'm gonna be in Rome in 2 weeks. I just want to make sure that everything's copacetic. And he was like, actually, you're good worldwide. You have a grandfather plan.
That must have made Jared so...
He was irate. He was so angry. And I just went like this. I was like, oh. Thanks, Jeff.
Thanks, Jeff. Jared recently had an argument with AT&T that sort of took over...
Oh, they know.
Took over the internet, and it wound up with, like, the office of the president of AT&T reaching out to Jared to make sure that they had satisfied all of his concerns. And everybody in the cast and crew spent about 3 days talking to Jared about his AT&T plan. Like, it was serious business around the set. So Jared probably lost 3 days of sleep over that phone call that Jensen had.
Yeah, he's not happy. All right, I got it.
Okay, I'll just read over your shoulder.
Oh my god.
So,
oh my god.
I'm gonna read.
I'll read the other parts. So that
No. I'm telling you, this is how I read it when I'm reading it to myself.
All of them.
I read all the parts.
Oh, well, fuck, I'll go home.
You want apple juice? So, yeah.
Apple juice.
Well-aged apple juice.
They used to disguise it by putting it in a coffee cup.
Okay, so let's see. Scene 19. Interior Impala. Parked field day. Flashback.
I'm actually nervous right now.
Through one of the windows, we see Dean out of Fed threat. Now, normally, and I don't know why, and I have no idea why, but when I'm comfortable and I'm sitting on my couch and I'm reading my script, I read all the stage direction in an Aussie accent.
Well, we're gonna have to hear that.
Through one of the windows. Through one of the windows, we see Dean out of the fed threads and in the cities now, walking through a field by a forest. In the foreground, we see a cider on Nicole's dash. The phone rings, caller ID, it's Cass. Dean reacts. Hearing the phone, he heads over back to the car. Note, in this scene, the phone is a character. The prop is Cass. So, we can cut back to the shots of the phone as if Cass is in the car the whole time. Dean picks up the phone, puts it on speaker. Cass? Hey man, you okay? I'm mostly confused. I'm not sure how the orange collates black in a way that's new. Okay, step away from the Netflix. Sorry. It's okay. We've all had a binge. You find anything in the lore? There is a creature on Hearts and Blood. A werepire. You might want to say it. Come on. No, you want to say it. In lore, it's referred to as the Whisper.
I have to hand it to you, it's pretty spot on. It's pretty good. I didn't know where you were going with that, but you nailed it. Next question, yeah. Hi.
You are good actors. You are good singers.
Did you just pay attention? Were you watching that last bit?
You are good dancers.
Were they all singing, all dancing?
She thinks that she can compliment us into
dancing?
dancing monkeys.
No, but I'll tell you what. Misha and I will write a song for you real quick. You wanted to know about dancing? What else did you want to know about? 3 words. Just 3 words. Just say three things that come to mind.
By the way, I want to go on the record as saying that I feel like Jensen is painting us into a corner here.
No, we're good. This is going to be good.
Just Bello, fun and love.
All right. So the good news is I have to put this down to play the guitar. So you're.
I stand corrected. He's painting me into a corner.
You're smart. You think on your feet. You make brilliant videos, put them on Facebook, write amazing texts and tweets and stuff. Go ahead, spit out some lyrics, big
Okay,
guy.
I'll hold your mic for you. I met a fan at Justin Bello Con. She was the kind of girl that I could get my mellow on. She was about this tall and kind of brown. She looked at me with a surly frown. She said, "Hey, Justin Bello, come." She said, "Hey, let's get our mellow on." She said, "Hey, where is the photo op?" "Oh, yeah, I've got a guy to grub." It's Justin Bello, come. It's Justin Bello coming. We'll get our mellow on. I don't know why I picked those words.
Now would be the time to drop the mic. But don't do that. Don't do it. Don't do it. You're welcome.
Have that woman removed from...
Yeah, if we could just go...
Put her on the do not disturb
that
list.
one out, that would be... Just go back and retake. We're going to go back and retake that.
Yeah.
Hi.
I hope you have a wonderful day, and I want to first of all thank you about creating the Urban Cologne campaign and the Supernatural Crisis Support Network, because just the fact that you thought of us all the time, it's amazingly thoughtful and awe-inspiring, and is why I and we all love you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
In the last season, you confessed that there's people and things that he would like to experience for differently for the first time, and this season settling down has come up so many times, and I was just wondering if you think that you can ever combine a hunting and a romantic relationship in a way, and for you, Misha, it has to have like something in between normal and supernatural.
Are you talking about the work-home life balance and how we need to strike a better one in Supernatural?
Why not?
You're asking if Dean's ever going to have an actual relationship?
It will be fine, because I don't think he will ever get away from hunting altogether.
No. However, if there was a huntress, you guys would kill her. So, no. I'm destined to a life of solitude.
Thanks a lot.
And thank you very much.
That's true. You could have been shooting a lot of really steamy sex scenes over the years if it weren't for these fuckers.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, no, there could have been a lot of serious questions asked. And a lot of influence.
You guys have a lot of influence. You don't know how much influence you have. You just gotta tap into it.
You just found the line. That was...
Jared and I kept on pushing the mic down during our panel for exactly that reason. Hi. Harry met Sally.
I'll have what he's having.
Yes.
Really? We're going with when Harry met Sally? I think this is the dance portion of the segment. This is the dance segment of the Is that okay? No. Nothing like watching a couple of washed up white guys dance on a stage. That's...
So, hey,
God.
can I ask you a quick question?
Nope.
When did we pass our prime? Because it definitely happened at some point in the past if we're doing that now. That is what people who are trying to cling to a former success do. That is...
Where was the success? When did it happen?
I don't know.
And when did it leave us?
I don't know. That's what I'm asking. Did we ever have any success, or was it all in our heads?
I think at the point where you were reading my resume and I was reading your resume.
We had a point when we were taking photos earlier where I was holding an ice cream cone that he was licking. And I thought to myself, gosh, this isn't what I imagined it was going to be like.
And then just to dab a little salt in the wound.
We had an amazing photo session, by the way.
Just dab a little salt in the wound. You know who you are, wherever you are. This lovely young woman walks up and says, I'm going to be in the middle and you two are my bitches.
That's not the punchline.
That's not the punchline. The punchline is that me and Misha looked at each other and we went, no argument, no hesitation,
no resistance,
no resistance at all. Just, yeah. And then she walked away and he looked at me and softly said to me, that's where we are now.
What's it like to be on a long-running, successful show? Well, let me tell you.
It's when the fans really respect you, love you, adore you, admire you, and walk up to you and say, you two are the bitches in this one.
In the same photo session, we had a piece of candy, string candy, that went from... The idea, it was like a Lady and the Tramp kind of photo, right? And so we had our respective ends near our mouths, and the woman standing between us said, "Eat it." And then she repeated, "Eat it." And so we did.
We often get questions, what's the weirdest thing fans ask you to do? These are those moments. Now, I will say that most of that photo session, I would say 99% of that photo session was very enjoyable. And people are fucking awesome. However, playing Lady and the Tramp and acting like bitches, that's not on the resumes we read years ago.
No. We have to add that now to our resume.
So now we get to add that into our special, what is it? Special skills. Yeah. Special skills. Bitches. We should take another question. You're wasting so much time.
I don't think that she just started saying something and we went on a tangent.
Stop. Hi.
Yes.
Yes.
Hi.
When I heard about the supernatural crisis support network, it struck me first of all, and I mean, it's such a beautiful way to direct the
to help each other. I know that going last month, you told people that it's time to help other people. And I wanted to ask, how did you come up with this beautiful idea? And thank you very much again.
We were all flying back from a convention one night, and I don't remember where the convention was, but it was somewhere in the U.S. It was one of the creation conventions, and we were talking about, it had been, we, at every convention, I think it's fair to say, at every convention, people come up to us and tell us stories about traumatic experiences that they've had in their life, or very difficult periods that they have struggled through, and how either the show or our characters or the community that has coalesced around the show have really helped them in some way. We hear stories about, people say very often to us things like, I feel like I wouldn't be here if it weren't for, the show and you guys. And it sometimes gets incredibly emotional. I think it may have been at this convention that we were flying back from, but a woman had come up with her daughter, and her daughter said to me, the woman was standing right behind the daughter was like 18 years old, and she said, the daughter said, I really wouldn't be here were it not for you and the show. She was saying you guys and the show. And Mom was nodding her head because she knew it to be true, and she was crying. And I just started bawling. I couldn't contain it. I just started crying. As a parent, the idea of imagining your kid wanting to kill themselves is like the most.
As a human.
Imagine you can't even think about it. And we have a lot of those experiences on the show. Going to conventions with fans, and Jared had done a lot of these. You guys both did it together, and so we just started talking about, okay, how can we actually take A, take these funds, and B, take this energy and channel it into something that could really be have a direct material impact on these fans that are suffering from these issues. And we sort of gave birth to that idea in a very rough sense, and then talked to the staff at Random Acts, and they put together the partnerships and started to build the platform and started vetting people. So that was the process.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah, we joke a lot, and we really do. We have a really good time together, and we make jokes and we laugh, but there's really a common denominator, I think, with all the guys that are here, and with a lot of the cast and a lot of the crew, and it's a deep emotional bond that we have, not only to the stories that we're telling in the show and what it's created, but to you guys, and that's given us reason and strength to do a lot of things. So please know that any kind of solace or strength or inspiration that you find from the show, know that we're finding that in you as well. So thank you for that. Hi.
Hi. I've been questioned about the season of when everyone basically went back to the cage to Lucifer versus 7. So the season was Dean's reaction, was that in the script, or was that something that you added? And also, I was wondering, will the show ever re-explore Dean's time in hell and the rescue, Castiel's rescue as well?
That's a great question. No, that in fact, when I read that script and I read that scene about Dean going back down, that wasn't written down because we're 2 showrunners past when that happened. I mean, that was season 4. Well, I went into hell at the end of season 3, and then season 4 I came back out of hell. But so that was tricky. Then we had Sarah Gamble. She came in. She wrote two seasons, and then Carver came in, and he's been doing them ever since. So I don't think that was really heavy in the mind of our writing staff now. Of like, whoa, this is Dean's first time back into hell after being rescued. So that was just something that I decided to kind of play, because I thought about that. I was like, wow, this is actually the first time. There might be a little hesitation. I wish that there had been a little bit more of a moment built into the script, but there was a lot of story to tell in that episode. You know, a lot of times the writers, they need to get to the point, because we only have 42 minutes to tell our story, and standards and practices and Warner Brothers and the network, they're not gonna, you know, they're not gonna be like, well, maybe we could add a few. We're not HBO. But yes, thank you for noticing that, because that was a little subtle thing that I hope
Yeah, we all noticed.
told a little bit of.
What did you do?
It,
Did you really do anything, or are they reading into something and then you're pretending that you thought about it? Is that what's happening here?
Shut up. There was, you're talking about when Billy opened the doors and then that hesitation there? Yeah. It was literally just a moment. Yeah. And I was like, and it was just like
A little PTSD.
a little PTSD setting in, and then like, and this is one of the characteristics of Dean that I love to play, is that he can bottle those fears up, stash them away, and just go. And sometimes I wish I could do that. Thanks. Hi.
Hi. That's really much fun. So, I waited since I was wanting to after this, and I could use an apple as well. I waited, but what is your favorite brand of apple juice?
Mott's.
See, I said treetop.
Oh, good place.
You're a Mott's guy.
Yeah, I think we're close second.
I'm a treetop guy. Yeah. Yeah, but the crazy thing is the makers of treetop.
Makers.
They have a few different makers. The apples are grown generally on the Lefroy vineyard, or apple vineyard, orchard. I'm sorry, the orchard. And also if they're really aged properly, the McAllen orchard makes some amazing apple juice as well.
Interesting. Yeah. I can see that. I actually made apple juice, apple cider in high school. That was my job. And you might be, I don't know if you guys have, this is a real sidebar, and I'm not answering your question.
Are we still talking about apple juice?
No, we're actually talking about apple juice now. And so what we would do when we made apple cider is we would take apples that had fallen on the ground that had worms in them and dirt in them, and then just squeeze them and serve it to customers. So you were
rotten apples.
Getting rotten apples and for sure lots of worms. Isn't that awesome? It was dirt cheap. Yeah. Anyway, New England apple cider, you guys. I really highly recommend it.
Highly recommend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No?
No.
The front row is shaking their head at me like I'm a disgusting person. And the front row is right.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the back row is shaking their heads.
Everyone is. I just can only see the front row.
Hi.
Hi. That's fantastic, actually.
Sure, yeah, I'll just be here. What is it? I'll just be waiting here? I'll just wait here again?
You'll just wait here then.
I'll just wait here then.
No, don't feel bad about him.
No, feel bad.
People ignore him all the time.
I wanted to ask a question about your Custer's character. Through the seasons, he's very righteous.
Yes.
And he's
Yes.
also a little bit blasé.
Well,
No, just.
listen, this is what happened. I'll just tell you straight up. Castiel was written, the script was very clear, the character was very tough, very, very sort of military, very don't fuck with me. I mean, you know, those first couple of episodes where Sam is confronting Dean.
Sorry, that's 2 F-bombs today. I apologize for the children in the room.
He was very, very tough.
Learn it now, you'll need it later.
And then the writers saw how I was, you know, adding my own particular interpretation to the character. And so Cass evolved to be a very socially awkward, nerdy character who didn't understand what was going on. That was just the writers adapting to me. Yes. Oh, well, thank you. Thank you for your charity.
She said some.
Some. 5.
Few. Little. Like 3.
The same ones that laughed at my Russian joke.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
I was just wondering because in season 10 you said that people like something about people's being trying to do this very hard, having a hard time doing that and not really managing. I was wondering, I think maybe it was cheating. I was wondering more about the
Okay. I think that Cass has become pretty jaded in his exposure to humanity and the human problems. I think that he was very idealistic when he started on the show. We saw this character who thought that if you did the right thing and you were in service of God, you were going to come out on the right side. And I think that over the course of the show, for many seasons now, we've seen people trying to do the right thing and having horrible things happen, or having to do really bad things to, you know, have the ends justify the means. I think that it's kind of interesting that the show has allowed that complex version of all the characters to happen, because I think that it's true of Sam and Dean too. Like, they're trying.
Sorry, I've been asleep for the past 5 minutes.
I fell asleep when I was giving that.
I'm pretty sure you did.
Yeah, I think that we all struggle with that question, and I'm struggling with answering this question. So it's a struggle on all fronts.
No, don't feel sorry. Just feel sorry for Misha.
Thanks. Thank you.
I think I got an idea.
Let's do it.
I think it's time to shamelessly promote some movie we have nothing to do with.
Ah, what a great idea!
How about it, folks? How about it? Huh? Over to the wheel of love. Shall we? James Bond.
James Bond. No, non ti bloccare adesso.
Have you heard Mark Shepard Crowley doing Bond? No.
Hello, I'm 007.
That's it?
That was too long.
That was riveting.
Well, how does this work? What are we doing?
What's that? What is this?
Are we taking this? This is champagne?
Is this the... Wait.
Oh, champagne.
Wait. This is I think this is Daniela. Is this the champagne for the movie that was drunk in the movie that Bollinger made for... Hello. Wow. Twins, Basil.
Okay. So let's do this properly then.
Holy crap. Sweet. The unfortunate part is that there's not enough to go around. So I'm going to explain what it tastes
No, you know what, Jensen? That's incredibly selfish of you. I think that we should have some of the fans come up who have sophisticated palates, and they can explain it. Who wants to help explain? Nobody?
I don't see a hand. One.
You in the back.
Can we get some house lights? Those are comedy albums.
Lights. Okay, yes, you with the iPhone in your hand, sir. You come on up. Oh, the iPhone made you stand out.
Right there. Yeah, yes.
Okay. Come on up, guys. Up.
Misha, ricordati di noi.
Yep. 2.
Sì, esatto, l'hai fatto ieri,
3,
fallo anche io.
4. 4. How many do we need?
Falle una per ogni altro.
Okay. 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 It's not real. This is super fancy. Hang on, can we present this? Present this nicely to the audience. Yeah, this I think it says Champagne Bollinger. It says 007, so it's only 7 years old. We know what we're talking about. Alright.
In the James Bond films, just need to know that they have these incredibly complicated cars that can do amazing things, shoot missiles and stuff like that. And I don't know if you know this, but Eric Kripke modeled the Impala after that a little bit when he put a cassette player in. It's a little known fact. What? I should be doing a British. Oh right, we should be doing British accents for this occasion, should we not? Good sir. Yeah, right. Yeah, it's great. Not that one. No, they're saying don't. No. They're saying don't. Look, if I do that, straight right back down and hit him in the head. If I do it outwards, then it's going to actually catch it. Right, you got a good point. But what I'm saying is, if you want to get more... No, I want to get all the way back to the back. No, but what I'm saying is, if you want to put someone's eye out, you've got to point it and shake it. Right there. Like, hit it really hard. Make it... Yeah, use your influence.
They're so nervous in the...
Okay. Dead air nervous. That was terrifying. So, you were terrified? You were terrified? Were you afraid that he was actually going to hurt you? Jensen would never do that. Unless he thought it would be funny, and then he would. All right, well, we're pouring these drinks. We might as well get in one more question. Which side are we on now? Here? It's, hey, Daniela, stop rushing us. It's all right. Go ahead. They were, yes. Next question. Yeah, I can speak for him. We're good. Sam and Dean have tattoos on their chests. Yes. Yes. If I could have a tattoo or Castiel? Me. If I could have a tattoo, I would have a tattoo. It's kind of a silly question, isn't it? But I'm going to tattoo of Sam and Dean. Can you imagine if I showed up at work and I'd be like, hey guys. Hey guys, I hope you don't think this is weird, but I want to show you something.
I turned my back for like 2 minutes. And you're like exposing yourself to the audience.
Okay, that's a fair criticism.
Giving your influence. I mean, what's up, dude?
Okay. Wow.
All right, here we are. What? Well, not my fault. Daniela, cheers. Cheers to all of you. Cheers to all of you. Salud, man. You're not missing anything. It's terrible. It's really. I mean, it's like it's like fresh cut grass meets like toilet water. Yeah.
Don't worry, you guys aren't missing anything. It's totally.
Yeah, no, it's awful. It's terrible. Listen, we're getting a sneak eye from the man who invented it, Cliff Kosterman. So, okay, listen. Oh my gosh.
You know what?
I got it. It's cool.
That was a great pun. He spiked the mic one more time.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. Cheers. Thank you for coming up. Enjoy. All right. Well, I think that does it for us. I think we're done. No. We'll just. Ooh, that's kind of a cool memento.
No, per sempre. Devono stare così. Neanche per andare in bagno dovete scendere.
Nice catch. All right, so if we could just invite the rest of the.
start. You guys are amazing. For those who we won't see. And yes, we were. For those who were not privy to the, for those who are not going to visit us on Tuesday and Wednesday, we had a really awesome time. And I've had some bad misfortunes a few times right around this time of the year. So it was really special to come back and see all y'all. And,
yeah, listen, everybody, there is no doubt that we love you. Thank you so much for bringing the energy and the love that you bring. She's a little nervous, so I have to excuse her. She's also married, so back off. That's what I've been hearing. Yeah, that really applies to Rob. Okay, write that down. Everybody, from the bottom of our hearts, thank you so much for giving us a reason to come here and be with you and do what we do. We love you so much. Anybody else want to say anything? Anybody? No? They all hate me. We love you. Thank you. Roma, grazie mille. But before we go, there's one person we need to bring up here and just give a little bit of thanks to, and that is the beautiful, the gorgeous Daniela. Thank you, everybody, and thank you to the staff of Gym 16. Everybody over there, you guys are amazing. Come on up, come on up. The ones that need to be recognized. A lot of work goes into what happened today and yesterday and the day before. You guys, I know you know that. Thank you so much. Thank you. All right, listen, thank you everybody. Thank you guys. You're all amazing. We love you. Have a wonderful evening. Hope to see you guys tomorrow night at Cameron.